Good afternoon from CiMi.CON Evolution. I'm Sarah and I'm here with Joost Drieman. Thank you, Joost, for taking your time for the interview. Could you please shortly introduce yourself and your professional background?
Yeah, as you said, my name is Joost Drieman. I am the head of intelligence best practices at Embrain, which is a global consultancy firm in the area of intelligence. My background professionally, before Embrain, I was head of market and business intelligence at Cisco, and I have, from an educational point, I am a master's in microelectronics, I have an MBA, and I have an MSc in coaching and personal development.
Impressive. You're the conference chair for the both days.
Yes.
So today, as well in your profession, you get to hear a lot of the challenges that the CI managers are currently facing. What do you think, what's in your opinion, are currently the biggest challenges?
Well, the challenges are the changes. I mean, this is an ongoing movement. From a business perspective, you see that so many things are happening in the world. From a technology perspective, an economy perspective, geopolitics. How do you cope with all these changes? How do you make sure that you remain relevant as an organization? Because we are a cost center, and proving the ROI is one of the biggest challenges.
And so, what do you think? Has the role of the CI manager changed during the last years? And what could be currently the most important skills the CI manager should have?
Two things here. The role has become more important. That is one thing. So maybe 10, 15 years ago there was market intelligence, but now people see that it is probably one of the key initiatives that a company must take to stay ahead of the competition. So it's a sustainable competitive advantage, understanding the market better than your competitors do, so that you can be proactive. And that's why we see that intelligence is moving into predictive analytics, modeling, scenario planning, war games, everything to see what the customer would like to buy, what the market is needing. That is a big change.
And what would be the important skills that the CI manager should have today?
Well, here is an important thing. The soft skills will become more important. And that is partly due to the fact that we have so much data that a lot of data cannot be analyzed by the human brains. So we go into artificial intelligence, machine learning, augmented intelligence, all these things to analyze the data quicker and better. But that means that a lot of the analytical work will move from the human being to the machines, to the fast computers that we are having. But understanding stakeholders, what's the need behind the need? Is the problem the problem? What is the purpose of a particular intelligence question that you're having? That is more important. So building up the soft skills, building relationships with your stakeholders, understanding why they need intelligence, becoming more important.
More strategic.
More strategic. And if you do that well, you will become that trusted advisor, having a seat at the decision-making table.
That's the goal. And how do you tackle the most common obstacles when you build successful CI cultures in organizations?
Well, it's partly what I said, but let me elaborate a little bit on that. Understanding the scope of your activities. What should your portfolio be as an intelligence professional? You cannot boil the ocean. You need to make decisions. What will I do? What can I not do? But it is important to understand the scope, and that goes hand in hand with understanding the stakeholders. Because if you make deliverables that nobody needs, let's say it's a nice to have, you don't have any value. So it starts all by saying the scope, and that should be linked to what stakeholders, and I mean the users of the professional in the company, really would like to get from you in order to be even more successful than they are today. That's where you start.
So dialogue and then staying relevant.
Yeah, and it's a lot about the softer skills, building the relationships, these type of things.
Right. And as a last question, how do you find the conference and what expectations do you have for the rest of the day?
No, the conference so far is great. Good speakers, different topics, so it covers a broad audience and topics. And my expectation is that we all learn from each other. This is a best practices, or somebody said, and maybe a next practice exchange of intelligence IDs and what have you. So that is what I expect, that we go all home with so much actionable new things that we can work on. And that will be the success of the conference.
I hope that will happen. Thank you, Joost, for taking time.
With pleasure.
And I hope a great conference for you.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.